What is up, For Honor family? I hope y'all are doing well today and you're in good spirits. And this one I want to talk about, has For Honor lost its soul? This comes up in light of the Light of the Guardians event that was hit or miss with players, but most largely liked the hero skins, even though they appear out of place. The more I thought about it, the more I realized it's not a cut and dry answer, but with everything, it has a beginning and you have to look there first. For Honor has drastically changed in look, in feel, in speed of play. Heck, even the list of characters you were expected to play in the game expanded, as we initially thought we were getting a Knights, Vikings, and Samurai-centric game, but that expanded quickly to add the Wulin in 2018, and the Outlanders started in Year 5, Season 4. Fast forward to today, we're getting crossover events like the Light of the Guardians that introduce some sci-fi flavor to our heroes, called the Crucible Lord and the Violent King respectively in For Honor, versus Shaxx and Saint 14 in Destiny 2. This inclusion brought mixed reactions. Even from myself, the skins look great. I'm not gonna lie about that. Those skins are nice. But is For Honor about to begin a Fortnite-esque trend of more collabs that add random characters by inserting them as hero skins? And for you Fortnite players, did y'all see they're adding kicks now? That's crazy. My son was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, if you say so. But the question is, has For Honor lost its soul? What you're looking at here is a video from mGoldie that, if you haven't seen it yet, the video is titled What For Honor Was Supposed to Look Like. And I have a link to it in the description if you're interested to see the whole thing. You can still see the bones of what For Honor really is today. The emoting between teammates is still showcased, a quick nod of respect before battling an opponent, which in For Honor is honestly one of my favorite moments to have. Like right before you guys are about to go at it, and then you just emote at each other as a sign of respect. Yeah, and that's crazy because this is happening between a lot of times complete strangers. And the fact that we do that, you don't see that in most games. You just don't get that. That's always a nice touch, and I love to experience that in the game. But in this video, you see it still has the cinematic feel, but it just appears more stripped down. The look is definitely grittier and appears heavier than For Honor now, which currently feels and looks a bit lighter when you step on the battlefield. You can also see in this the minion takedowns, which did make it into For Honor players' hands on release, but were removed. And you can see a Warden hero with a variant attack that looks to exclude shoulder bashing. I'm sure many of you like that. And when For Honor showed up at E3 in 2015 and premiered the game, this was closer to the game I was expecting with For Honor. As you watch the reveal trailer here, you still can see the core elements of what make For Honor what it is today. Each match starts and you launch yourself into the battle with your hero decked out in the fashion you chose, ready to take on the enemy with a unique fighting setup that keeps it a bit grounded, but it is still just as immersive compared to other fighting games. You have the close quarters combat with the beautiful scenery that really sucks you into each battle that is taking place, the sounds, the hero designs, and the teammate portion, or in this case, it looks like a minion jumps in to the rescue here. It all exists just within this reveal trailer. They did a great job of really wanting you to learn a little bit more about the game, but especially you wanted to jump in and play. You wanted to get your hands on this game. They then presented some pre-alpha gameplay footage of Citadel Gate, which, as you can see, hasn't changed much, and that's a credit to the map design team. You also see where they had the map displayed in a more intrusive screen once players entered breaking. But the point here is that while you see a slower and more stripped down gameplay, pay attention to what you don't see that is prevalent today. And then think, what are they trying to sell you here? When I see this, I see a game with a unique fighting combat system that has team-based combat where I'm expecting to be placed in a picturesque big battleground setting where me and multiplayer players can play out some of our big battle fantasy dreams with Knights, Vikings, or Samurai heroes. And on top of that, you can see your hero is able to perform a special execution when defeating an opponent.
I like how this next part goes.
You may win this battle, but
I was hooked from the start. On release, it had its problems that I'm not going to get into here fully, but I'll just say the lack of dedicated servers and unlocked tech were amongst a litany of other issues. The player base dwindled, but I don't think the reason for it dwindling was because of the expectation of what For Honor was. I believe it was the myriad of issues that pushed the players away, not the gameplay itself. Now, we're going to be wrapping this up here soon, so this is all going somewhere. I'm just letting you know. This is all leading to something. So now what about the added effects, the emotes, the executions, the non-related events like the Light of the Guardian event, or maybe the heroes themselves, like the infusion of the Outlanders? Does that rub you the wrong way? Are you bothered by the instruments on the battlefield? Are you bothered by the ice thrones? Are you bothered by the snowman executions? It's all fun to me. It's a choice to get those items, but they're unavoidable for those that despise them. So I understand your angst if you take issue with it compared to what you thought you were getting with this game. And look, For Honor is still here. I'm still here with it, along with a lot of other players and plenty of new players still finding and trying the game. I still enjoy it, take a break from it, and come back, but I still have the same joy every time that horn sounds to start another Dom match. I'm not joking with you about that, because each match offers a little different experience because of you, the players involved. So has For Honor lost his soul? In my mind, no. Because as you've seen since the beginning, when you focus on the most popular game mode it has, which is Dominion, and that's the game mode they've shown off since the start, it looks very similar. The tenor is the same. Visual changes for sure, but even with the hero skins that I know a lot of people are not always a fan of, or some of the gameplay patches, or even some of the silly executions, emotes, and events, when you meet hero to hero with a player and ready your attack when playing the game, a lot of that other stuff goes out the window. And you appreciate the game for what it is and provides to you. A one-of-a-kind experience that I, for one, am happy people still support. For those that think it has lost its soul, I would like to hear from you. I will say, if you did think it lost its soul, would you say it lost its soul before it was even released? I say that based on the Playing Hard For Honor documentary, and for those interested in seeing that, I have it here on the channel, subtitled the best I can, but I did miss 1 or 2 French subs, so please forgive me. The link will be in the description for that and above right now. I think if you can point to any time of the game losing its soul, that would be it. And remember these words: the curse of the warlord. Thank you for tuning into this video. I appreciate the support. Y'all know I like to keep the For Honor conversation going. I hope you like, share, and subscribe if you appreciate the content. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Till next time, peace.
Isn't this the one?
Oh, no. Yeah, I remember this fight. It was a pretty good fight, but I think I actually lose this. Yeah, I do lose this one.
Yeah, you do lose here. I'm pretty sure you don't just lose the fight, though. You lose your head, eh, bud?
Ugh.